Yeah, made some important plays.
Yeah, I think definitely could have been maybe a little prettier. I think just the biggest thing is just keep playing, keep playing our game, keep staying on them. You don't want to lay back and kind of take on water, but you got to win all sorts of different ways in this league, and at the end of the day, 2 points is 2 points.
What did you see on your goal? Obviously, the defenseman dropped a stick. Did that just open the door for you?
Yeah. I think. I know when I lose a stick, you feel pretty helpless out there. So it's just trying to, take it to the net there. It's just such a tough play when you don't have a stick. If someone's going at you, there's not a ton you can do without kind of grabbing and taking a penalty. So just kind of trying to take it there and see what happens. See if I can take it to the net and make a play, or if he grabs me or something like that, then maybe draw a penalty, something like that.
You're the fourth player in franchise history to score goals in 3 straight games to open a season. What's it like to hear you setting records like that? Does it mean anything?
I think it's cool. But I think at the end of the day, it's just, for me, I'm just trying to come in and help the team win games, kind of whatever that may be. For me, it's just kind of, come try to help the team win, whether that's scoring a goal, making a play, blocking a shot, kind of whatever that is. At the same time, it's pretty cool.
When Jake's playing like that behind you guys the last couple games, how much confidence does that give your group?
Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. We love him. He's been so good for us. Ever since I've been here, and this year as well, he's been awesome. So I think it gives us a ton of confidence. In a perfect world, we'd like him to not see a ton and control the play and not give him anything. But it's great when he's there to back us up.
What's a night like this for the franchise? Green carpet, Pavs is here, big cheer for Jamie, big cheer for God. It just seems like there was a lot of energy in the building. Yeah,
it's super exciting. I think it makes you really appreciate the situation that for me personally, that's as an organization, the situation that we're in. You can really appreciate the love, the support, and it just it's really cool. You can kind of take a step back and kind of just appreciate how cool it is what we're doing.
Three wins over 3 playoff teams, 3 divisional opponents. Any sort of message that you guys think you're sending early on this season?
I think I think we all believe we're a team that can win the Stanley Cup, and that's the goal, and that starts with a good start to the season. Still a ton of hockey to go, but getting 3 big wins against 3 divisional opponents and 3 really good hockey teams is I think obviously a great thing. With that said, there's still a ton to improve on, and still more messages we can send to the league, I think.
What have been your initial assessments under Glenn and his leadership and leading you guys in these 3 wins to start the season?
Yeah, I think he's been great. Obviously there's some different things and different systems, X's and O's, stuff like that. But I think he's done a great job with trying to teach us and still keeping our identity as a team and not trying to reinvent the wheel. Because I think we have a really good base, and I think it's just kind of adding, as he talks about, adding that 1%, in some different aspects of our game.
How is the balance adjusting to those, new systems that he's kind of putting into play?
I think it's been good. There's some learning spots, and you still, it's still pretty early. Still, played a couple preseason games, only 3 regular season games, so there's still, a lot of learning and adjusting, and still I think a little bit more to make it so it's kind of second nature, but I think that's just part of the the process. As we talk about, just keep building and keep adding things and making corrections when we need.